Invidia Q300 install going down. Super excited because it's a brand new exhaust for the DE5. There's no content out there, but we got our buddy Mike pulling in, and he barely made it. There you go. Come on in. Alright guys, welcome back to the shop. Today we got an exciting one for you. Invidia Q300 install on Mike's DE5. Really excited for this exhaust. Came out recently, but there's no content on it, so we'll be the first ones to bring you a complete in-depth look, including install and sound clips. 3-inch front pipe, 3-inch rear midsection resonated, rear pipe with the twin mufflers at the back, and then in the middle you've got the factory valve operation with the stock motor, so it shouldn't be an issue. We've got, I believe, 4 or 4.5 inch burnt tips on this system. I don't believe that there is a polished or black setup just yet, but the classic Invidia burnt tip look is the way to go. We already took some exhaust clips of how this car sounds, not stock, but close to. Right now it has a RV6 catted downpipe as well as the RV6 front pipe. The front pipe is going to come off because Invidia obviously has their own front pipe that needs to go with this car. And the rest will take you along and show you guys the process. Alright, so as you can see, RV6 front pipe wrapped. Got a PRL rear motor mount on there as well. Otherwise, stock.
Check this out.
Exhaust.
Victor made brackets.
Oh, look at that.
You couldn't get the brackets to fit.
Oh, there you go. White line 22 mil
I don't know.
rear sway bar with
Hamza gave me brackets.
the cord end links, H&R springs. Otherwise, all is stock. Exhaust is off the car. We're just going to transfer over the actuator from the stock exhaust. It's an 8 mil, total 3 of them. So when you're putting the motor back on, just make sure that the coil lines up with the slots over here where it's to be inserted. There you go. Position. Invidia does include the 3 nut and bolts for installing back on. So you just have to keep it pressed, line it up, and she goes. Alright, so the nuts and bolts are on. One thing that Thusi had to do was just bend in these brackets a little bit to make sure that all the holes line up. Right, so we made a little mistake in the last clip that I just shot. We put the brackets on this side and then we're going to be going from here. No, the like OEM, they're the opposite way. So you're not supposed to put them here like we did. You're supposed to put them on here and they're facing out towards the end of the car. That way they can lock in over here. So for both sides, here you go. When we went to put it on the car initially, these hangers were not going in. So make sure these brackets are facing towards the end of the car. All right, after you put the rear muffler section on, that's when you put the rear section of the mid pipe. It just helps to have the muffler on first because you want to secure it on both ends rather than it hanging loose from the resonated mid pipe only. So first section there. Everything's hand tightened, and after install, then we'll tighten everything properly. Coming together, resembling an exhaust.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go.
All right, let's have a completed look. We've put everything back together. Front pipe, heat shield, PRL rear motor mount went back on. 3-inch piping all the way. Center resonator. Flanges with the gasket in between, of course. Rear section, and then what you've all been waiting for is how the rear looks. Traditional burnt tips from Invidia. Really solid, well put together. Haven't heard it yet, but the guys did a quick test startup just to make sure that there was no leaks. Valve went back on over there. It's connected, plugged in. So we're gonna drop the car. We're gonna do a kind of a first cold start again. We didn't warm up the car for long, and then shoot some clips. All right, and one more thing over here. So when we were installing, Lucy found out that the center tip was just barely, touching the upper garnish piece over there. So what he did was add a washer here and a washer there. So very minor, but good to know in case you guys are doing this install as well and we're wondering how to create clearance. Now it may not happen with you, but just in case if it does, at least you know. This is the cold start with the valve open. I can definitely feel the thump in my chest. Again, our V6 catted downpipe, Invidia 3-inch front pipe, and 3-inch exhaust, valve currently open. Simmers right down. Wow, that's actually really quiet once cold start procedure is done and the valve closes up. Very nice. We're just waiting for the car to warm up a little bit before we rev it, but I wanted to show you guys the idle once cold start happens. It's actually very mellow. I'm talking at a very low volume just to not overpower the exhaust, and for a catted downpipe 3-inch exhaust, it's actually really quiet. That's the beauty of the valve. we're gonna start off in comfort mode, valve closed. We're gonna do a little tap to 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, and then we're gonna just red line pop it a little bit. So go ahead, Mike. Right at the very end it opened up there. So, and now we're gonna do Sport Plus, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, and then red line. So go ahead, Mike, with Sport Plus. Oh yeah, you can hear it. Let me show you Mike's face. Let's see how he's smiling. Dude, that sounds really good.
It sounds perfect. It sounds
That's
perfect.
it. Let's get some interior one as well. Let's go for it. Jeez, well done. All right, so now I'm in the driver's seat. Gonna let Mike hear his own car. I mean, us guys, you know, we never get to hear our own exhaust, but we try to do you guys that favor. So good, so good. Even with the windows down, it's mostly wind that we can hear, not exhaust. Just create a little bit of gap and give her a little in second, I guess. A little second to third. Jeez.
I love that there's no drone. Like, there's absolutely zero drone.
It's pretty civil. Now, you know, let's see if I can, I mean, Mike's got one car seat, kid car seat, second kid car seat. So, you know, he doesn't want anything too loud. And that's why when we were discussing exhaust, we didn't go for anything louder. And, you know, the Invidia Q300 is historically one of the quieter aftermarket exhaust options. So I'm glad that even in Sport Plus catted downpipe mode, it's not boomy at all. And this is in Sport Plus valve open with windows up. Let's windows down. Let's do windows up. So now we're windows up.
Oh, that's nuts.
Nice. And let's do comfort.
It's
I I'm not gonna lie, I feel like
Smoother than stock.
it's smoother than stock, right, dude? Because I have a DE5 exhaust on my FK, a stock DE5 exhaust on my FK, and it's not this quiet. And I have a 271 catted downpipe connected to it as well.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, this is
a lot quieter than stock.
jeez.